Welcome back to Daily Blue Weekly. My name's Gabe.
My name's Bluey.
We got Quinn on the show today.
How you going?
I'm going good, man. We're here in a luxurious apartment, mansion, the Aruba Beach Resort.
This is a trench hotel if I've seen one, mate.
Yeah, look,
Holy.
glass tables, really huge TVs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've
Probably
ever
about
seen...
a 16-inch like Hisense monitor for your telly.
Have you ever seen The Office where like he's like, I bought myself a plasma? And
yeah, that dinner party app that just went off. Yeah,
that's the type of TV we're rolling with here.
Yeah,
Quinno, moose for dinner, mate. You got moose coming up tomorrow.
mate. First biff tomorrow. We're nearly 24 hours out. Obviously nervous as fuck.
You feeling it?
Yeah, first leg in every cunt's multi. so
That's so fucking true.
Fucking happening. Oh, mate, totally. But never thrown a punch ever. Besides, obviously training and whatnot. Not an aggressive
Before
bloke.
the thing, no.
And I'm the first bloke to walk in and kick this thing off. So it's fucking exciting. I'm glad. Because we got here yesterday being Thursday.
Yep.
And it's just like seeing the community orientations, just crazy, eh?
Blue and I was saying, well, first of all, I flew in, landed in Brisbane, and it was just two trendsetters down the bottom of the thing. Alpha Blokes hat, they happened to recognise me. They were picking up someone else, and I was just like, okay, sick. Like, this is going to be huge.
Yeah.
As soon as we actually rolled into Gold Coast, mate, you can't go 20 metres without seeing an Alpha Blokes hat.
No. Nah.
Which means you can't go 20 metres without getting stopped.
Oh, which is unreal. But yeah, it's just like even yesterday because we got peppered a bit yesterday and then I'm like, well, everyone's rocking up today.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, we were like, oh, you can try wrap your head around the numbers, but I don't think you can until we get into the convention centre.
Mate, like...
Hopefully we can focus on actually boxing when we're inside that fucking ring, but...
That's what's like doing me. So I'm actually kind of sitting pretty calm at the moment. And
Yeah.
Bluey was saying to me, also, Bluey's just fixing the boys up a cup of tea for the moment. If you're wondering where he is, I don't know if he's on the camera.
Very important work.
Doing the hard yards. But I think it's because we prepared for so long that I'm sitting so calm right now.
Yes.
But I keep forgetting that our whole shtick is that it's state of origin, our fight.
Yeah.
That it's Blues versus Queensland. So we might be copping fucking booze, bro.
No, I'm very... Yours is like... And the Almost a Man boys as well. Like one I'm very excited for. Fucking oath. Because I know you four have all been hooking in. Proper.
Well, I don't know when they started training. Obviously, we made ours known, capitalised on the opportunity for content.
Yeah.
But...
Fucking oath.
yeah. Now I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm sitting, I go through waves. I feel very calm and then I start daydreaming about it and then I'm daydreaming about knocking him out. But then I'm going, what happens if I just get got once?
Have you guys ever like fallen asleep on the couch and then you wake up and you just start shadowing? It's like, because obviously I've just been thinking about this fucking thing all the time.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wake up and be like, oh fuck. Like just proper fucking wake yourself
You know
up.
what's fucked? I actually half do, bro. I'll be laying in bed next to the missus and I'll just kind of like roll my shoulder a bit. Like I'm there
Dodging
just...
to right, just fucking, That's prime.
But what I'm most excited for, and I'm assuming you two, would be just the after party.
Oh, mate. Fucking oath. This will be a spectacle for the ages, I think.
In
It'd be good to, like, also, there's a few people that I haven't obviously met that are on the card too and actually have a chat and a beer with them.
Oh, bro.
There's a few high prestigious people like in the Alpha Blokes community that are coming and just actually meet a lot of people that made this whole thing possible as well.
What do you mean prestigious figures in the Alpha
like
Bloke
carry-on
community?
winners and
yeah,
shit?
Yeah.
That are like really big parts of like our call in ep and all that sort of stuff.
100%.
I've met a few of them already and they're just units and just awesome.
They'll be rocking their
their hats and shit.
the winner hats. We should actually do something like that. It's such a good idea to get the community going.
Yeah. It's if like one of them's got one of them hats, they can fucking yarn, which is good.
They can dribble with the best of them.
Oh, hot proper. Just raunchy stuff.
Mate.
But yeah, I think it'll be because I'm thirsty, I tell you. I'm pretty sure you boys are too.
Yeah, Bluey had a fucking wedding the other day, so he's not as I guess cold turkey as me, but it's been forever. Thanks mate.
mate.
They hot?
They're piping.
Oh fuck.
I love a piping hot cuppa. I'm just gonna switch.
Yeah, that's
hands
gonna be resting for me. Holy shit. We don't have we've been
What are we
operating.
running here, mate? Breakfast or?
Bit of Twinings English breakfast.
Twinings English breakfast tea.
breakfast.
This is what you get when the boys are off the piss. That you sit around a broadcaster and you share a cup of tea.
Oh, fucking oath.
Here he is.
Hey,
Blue.
fellas.
Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm fucking pumped, hey. It's going to be good.
It
It was funny. We were just having brekkie and then saw you.
Yeah, I was on the phone to the bride. I got up nice and early and went for a big cruise around the beach, and then had the headphones in, and then I was on the phone to the bride telling her how much I missed her, how much I love her.
Oh, good boy.
And then I looked up and I went, I'll call you straight back. I sent the boys there, getting their OJs and cups of coffee. And
Yeah, we're into it.
I'm very excited. I bumped into the Great Knuckles yesterday and starting to see, like you said, fucking shit loads of trendsetters around. It's going to be so sick. It's going to be, and like you said, they're all going to start rocking up today.
Yeah, well, majority will, I expect. Like, just steam in today, and then I think it's...
And then not sleep till fucking Tuesday, probably.
Nah,
the plan.
fuck no. Cam got here Tuesday, right? And we've got a group chat, us three, Tom, Cam and I. And he texted us, he's like, there's cunts here already.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, that would be them on the 7 off and 7 on and just pop it in.
Boys on their swing. The what was the yarn? A trendsetter's won 10K at the cast.
First night, 10K, took all the boys to the brothel to kick the week off. Like proper, like on the. I think he won on the tables or something.
Fucking oath.
I'm not a big punting guy, but won it straight up.
Doesn't matter how you win it, mate. As long as you win it.
That's right.
Doesn't matter where you get it.
I'll have a flutter, but yeah, just won it. He won it straight up, and then just shouted to the group that he was with. He's like, "Right, let's go."
What a shout
Straight
him,
to the hookies. He's just cut.
shout him a bunch.
proper.
Shout
Get it off
him,
your chest before you fucking peel in.
shouted him some whores.
Some lovely ladies.
Respectable women.
That's
bloody.
great.
Sex
Well,
work is work.
There's going to be. It's the oldest profession. It's the oldest profession.
Fuck, that's hot, cunt.
Yeah, mate. It's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Kettle boils the water.
If I get knocked out tomorrow, my senses are already belligerent.
Yeah. How do you? So you don't know anything about your opponent?
No. Still fuck all.
Don't even know what he looks like?
No.
Big? Is it Groper? No.
Moose.
Moose. Sorry,
Moose.
Groper's
Moose.
fighting Jarch, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. Groper,
Big
Moose.
G. Yeah. A few fucking
Knuckles.
names getting
There's
around.
some great nicknames.
Yeah. I know he was a bigger boy like me, but I don't know like his height, build, and all that. Like, is he stocky? Is he this and that? And he's also lost a lot of weight, which is good.
Well,
I wish they gave us the heights and weights.
well,
Like,
there's a few of them come out, but I think the guys that are earlier on the card like us, we're not getting the same exposure,
No.
tail of the tape kind of stuff. On the subject of losing weight, 28 kilos you're down?
Yeah, 28.
Bro.
Before I flew down. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
That's
I think-
fucking
I think that's
unbelievable.
the biggest win, obviously. That's ever since like the big knuckler fucking called in. But
That's
that's when I sort of started going to gym and shit.
That's
and
amazing.
Yeah.
We were talking about it this morning when I popped in here, but you must feel fucking
Yeah,
unreal.
well, because I just started going to gym and like started just losing all the fat and shit, and then pretty much started sparring training same time as you guys.
Yep.
Like at the end of last year, start of this year. And you get in there and you have no fucking idea, do you?
Oh,
you can do a big boxing fitness session on the bag and the pads and feel deadly. You get in for one round.
someone throws a jab at you.
Oh,
As soon as you get hit, your head starts
Yeah,
spinning,
you
you
got no
panic.
Bro,
idea.
you fucking close your eyes and
yeah,
shit.
you got no idea. But then, which is good that we started when we did.
Yes.
Probably ideally would have tried to start a little bit even earlier, but fucking glad we did when we did.
So I was saying to Gabo just before, I don't know if it's because it's not the day yet, but I have felt pretty calm. I feel quite calm, and
Yeah.
I think it's because we have done so much work.
Yes.
I think the only thing we could do more is start it earlier.
Yes.
We've done like nearly 4 months of training.
That's right.
For
That's
an
what
exhibition
I keep
fight.
trying to remind myself.
Well, that's
too,
what's
man.
making me feel calm. So
Yeah.
I think if all else fails, just be like, well, you've done as much as you can do.
I'm calm.
If I
Like,
get knocked out, I get knocked
Yeah.
out.
if this mystery fucking Quinn from Wish bloke just like starts accidentally, like, if he tries to throw something and stuff, I'm confident enough, like, oh, I have actually done 4 months of getting in here and
You've
having
been
a go.
here.
Even subconsciously, like,
yeah.
you would know that. Like, I've done the prep.
Yeah.
Like, you walk in and you haven't. You're going to freak the fuck
Oh,
out.
fucking proper.
Hold on.
A bit of shit talk there, Quinn from Wish. Have you got? So we're going to the press conference. It's Friday when we're recording this, so we've got the press conference.
To late this afternoon, yep.
Yeah. Have you got some shit talk sort of planned? Have you
I've got
some-
the easiest press conference fucking ammo ever made because this coward.
He's talking up because he's going to come out after the fight. So wait until afterwards.
Nah, yeah, well, still hasn't shown his face or anything. Cause
Yeah, we don't even know.
No, because he's got this professional job or whatever.
Are you kidding?
Lame.
Yeah, boo.
gay, bro. What do you care about your career?
Nah, but in all honesty, though, the big fella's been unreal, like, to talk to and shit. We text each other, like, once a week during the whole process and, like, how we're tracking. We try to set a goal weight and shit.
Awesome.
And all that shit. He's been unreal.
Oh,
He's
that's
been
fucking
awesome.
sick.
And, like, of course, we're going to throw shit at each other at the press conference.
Yeah.
But
There's going to be
that's
some.
what the whole thing is. Yeah.
I've heard some insane. I heard there's coffins being brought to the press
Yeah, we
conference
can talk
today.
about it. It's coming
Well,
out.
It's going to
after
come
the
out
fact.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I heard Knuckles is bringing a coffin. Or two
coffins with their boys'
Marty
faces
and
on
Michael's
them.
faces on.
He's a lunatic,
Well, he's
man.
got the right bloke and his fucking team for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how we got him. I
Brian Perry, the big coffin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Has
plenty
he
of them.
had a cage fight? Is
He's
that
had a few.
fuck?
I don't I can't speak out me bum, but the band has fought before, I believe.
You know
yes.
that much.
We
And he's a unit. Yeah, because I don't think I actually, because he came out when we had that barbecue and sparring day. I don't think I got in with him, but yeah.
He looked alright.
Oh yeah.
I think in terms of punting on it, they might be the shortest. You're quite fucking short at $1.30 with me.
Am I 130 now?
You must have been.
I
The
was
trendsetters have backed you to the
I
hill.
was 135 like yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the Alpha Blokes Melty's playing like $2.
Yeah.
Is that what you? Yeah,
Like
all the
me,
boys.
Tom, Cam. Yeah.
Cam might be the shortest.
120 or
$1.23.
That's the trendsetters just fucking
just hammering the boys
putting their
home,
money where their mouth is.
which I respect. You got
Love
to
to
get your
see
community around you.
There's a little bit of fucking value in a few of them, eh? I reckon.
We were talking about this before. Because I mean, obviously we can't bet on the fights, but I've been, I don't know, I'm allowed to give
As it
advice, I
is illegal.
suppose, with what I know. Luke Stowe at two, is he?
$2.
What's he? Was he
$2.
twos now?
I'll double check.
I
But he
think
was at twos.
I think
Yeah,
he can
still
throw him.
twos.
I think Lukey can throw him, and he's the outsider. So that's another one. And the other one that is super interesting is like we were saying is Marty and Michael
Yes.
against Knuckles and Bryce.
280 for Marty and
I think it's
Michael.
only really came about the past week or two that, Marty and Michael have been going hard.
Yeah, and Clutz and Das are on their way here.
Yes.
They've been sparring with Marty and Michael.
Yeah, I was texting Darcy the other
And I
week.
think
I'm
he
like,
said
how cool is that?
Michael's a big cunt,
Yeah.
and he's had a few fights, and he can throw them. So
Yeah.
like that's I mean,
I like that we still get to enjoy the spectacle of all the other fights. Like I'm invested. Like I'm invested in who wins these fights.
I wish it was today, man. I said it last night.
Yeah.
I wish it was. You've done such a fucking good job with this thing, like Cass and everyone.
Oh,
like,
it's all courtesy to them, man. Like, I've had nothing involved in it, like, at all. But I've been obviously watching my, working colleagues put the fucking hard yards in.
Yeah.
Always on the blower, and they've done a phenomenal job. So
yeah.
it'll be good once it's a bit of a pressure off everyone's shoulders, but it's also just doing this thing that everyone can come and enjoy.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
You're in kind of, especially them as well, like you're saying, it's kind of like, it almost feels like a wedding. I always felt the bride and groom at a wedding never get to enjoy the day as much as everyone else. Like, you just spent so much time, money, energy, making sure this thing goes off without a hitch. Everyone else is going to have so much fun. I just hope that everyone gets
We're
to
all
enjoy
on the
it.
same page, though. Like, after everyone's bits finished, like, we're all launching.
Oh,
Just proper.
mate, I suppose the after parties where you
Yeah,
get to let the head in.
exactly,
So,
yeah.
were you telling the 2,500 people going to the after party?
I think it's like 2,000.
This is going to be fucking... I so badly wish it was today. I just got to keep a lid on my excitement for like one more day.
Bro, even I've stayed so strong in terms of drinking the whole time, but
Yeah.
like we're all gonna be together at the whatever coaches meeting. Then we're all going to the press conference. Like, there's gonna be boys who are gonna have a beer, and like I just got to get out of there. Like, I don't want to be around anyone drinking schooners. I've
was-
made it this far. I don't want to consume any more.
Yesterday was hard, but like I'm all over that now.
Yeah.
I think it's just like the first 2 weeks, and then you're fine.
100%.
But then kind of like any fucking sedative, I guess.
Yeah.
But
First 2 weeks should be fine.
but yeah, just like I got proper offered schooners and shit heaps yesterday. And I was like, nah, bro. They're like, actually, and I'm like, I haven't actually had any for a month because I'm doing this thing tomorrow. I don't know if you.
It might be why you're here, actually.
That's what our coaches have just been indulging, and I was with them. We had lunch yesterday. I had a
So
steak.
they should though, man.
Oh, 100%. But I had
That's
Yeah.
like we had a nice steak at the surf club over there, and
Yep.
beautiful feed, and then the boys started sourcing, and I was like, I have to leave right now. Like, sun
Yeah.
was out.
Otherwise, danger.
Yeah, I was like, I had a beautiful feed, and I was like, now it's time. It would be time to get drunk normally, but I had to leave and back here with a pack of white Tim Tams and a fucking
oath.
cup of Twinings English breakfast.
Need some sort of vice.
Bit of
eh,
rugby
bros?
league.
What do you reckon fight of the night for you?
Fucking, I'm thinking Marty and Michael, if Bryce ends up being as good as everyone says he is, and Marty and Michael have
Well,
had
it's going
as
to be a
much of a
1v2,
crack.
bro. Like, as in Knuckles will go out there.
Well,
I know he's a goer, but he's got a bung wing.
Well, he's done his fucking rotator cuff and he reckons he's getting needled up. And I know he was drinking yesterday.
Yeah. Mad bastard.
He was posting it on his social.
Yeah, so if they get up and he wins like essentially 1v2, you got to give the bloke credit.
But it's only like it's a 1v2 in the sense that he's going to, but like he can still only fight one of them at a time. It's not, they're not going to both be fighting him at the same time. Like he's only fighting one guy at a time.
In terms of fitness, I'm just saying.
But I mean, it's only 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Like we could do 4 rounds. We're only going to be doing 2
I think
because
if
of the tag
like
team.
Bridesies versus Money, that'll be a fucking spectacle.
That's what I mean. It could be.
Anyway.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that could be the pick.
Yeah.
And in terms of blokes with ability, I reckon it could be them. I think.
My pick would be, I think like Tommy and Clutz. Like,
It'll be an event.
it'll be a fucking event.
Yeah.
I initially thought, and I'm keen to hear what his take is, that he hasn't been training. I now hear that they've been training since Christmas.
They're foxing, man.
Yeah.
They're foxing.
And I
They
know-
have to be.
And I know fucking Tommy's been going at it.
Yeah.
I'll be yelling
Yeah,
at
I've
him,
been
where's your
sparring
fucking
the big
Queensland spirit, and hope that he gasses again. That was fucking good.
Yeah, he threw the kitchen sink at me when you sledged him with that, when you just come down, and then he got tired.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Gabe said, where's your
Remember that?
Queensland spirit now? And he started fucking wailing on me.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the clock. Fuck.
Yeah.
What's your pick, Quinn? Following on.
Jarch and Grope. I reckon.
Oh, I
Fucking
forgot
oath.
about Jarch.
Fucking oath, I reckon.
Jarch,
'Cause
old country boy.
I reckon they'll be the most similar weight.
The fairest fight is what you're
Probably
saying.
the fittest.
Yep.
Yeah. Fairest height. I reckon they're the most evenly matched.
Are they there towards the back end? Are they nearly second last?
Co-main, yeah.
Co-main.
Second last.
How good.
Yeah. And obviously I've been like hanging and training with the Reggie's boys as well.
For sure.
Yeah, and just like
How's Groper going?
yeah, unreal, man.
Yeah.
Like he's fit and just keen to see how they both go because I know that Jarch would have been hooking into training too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Fucking oath.
Do
It's
we,
going to be
do we think there'll be any call-outs?
post fight.
Post-fight.
I don't know.
you'd have to be fucking mad.
to go
I'm
through all
not-
this again.
Mate, I'm keeping the fitness up. I'm not putting gloves on again. Fucking for
One and done?
A while.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the bag keeps me like fit, like going and punching that. I like
Yeah.
because going to the gym normally, I find it hard to be motivated.
Dars said if you have an event to train for, it's so much easier.
100%,
Like 'cause him and
mate.
his marathons as well.
Yep.
And I was like, that does. It's of course it does, especially in front of 4,000 fucking
Yeah,
units.
the fucking crowd helps for sure.
Proper.
The fear of embarrassment.
But
Oh, the fear
just
of shame.
rocking up to sparring so many times a week, I'm like, I think I'm gonna give this a rest for a bit.
Yeah. But it's good.
I'm fucking so glad that I've
I'll
done
be having
something
a
like
rest. Don't you worry about that.
Oh yeah,
Maybe a week or two off. Go back. Say thanks to old Artie for showing us the ropes. Fuck, he's good. I wish he was here, man.
It'd be good. It'd be good.
it's that like if you think you're tired, just don't.
Just
Just don't think about it, man. It's that simple.
I was sparring this pommy fella who was a gun. He used to come in every now and then and just give us a fucking whooping.
Yeah.
And he was just bashing me.
And Lummy.
And then the round ended and he's like, mate, you got to get out of the way of that jab. I was like,
Thanks, Art.
oh no, cunt, I can't. That was his advice. I'm like, thanks. Yeah. He goes, mate, you got to fucking start getting out of the way of that jab. I was like, I can't. Like it's quick. I can't see it coming. Like that was his advice. I was like, thanks, mate. Same thing. Like,
do you
don't
think
get-
I'm not fucking trying?
Yeah. I was like, I can't. Like, I'm not trying to get hit here. He's he's got some wisdom.
He gave us one more good one when we asked him for some parting words.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, hit and hit often, or if you hit him hard, you don't have to hit him often. So one or the other, really.
Is he wrong?
He's not wrong. He's
not-
never wrong.
He's never. He isn't.
The thing is, too, I think he was smart enough to not put too, like he coached us, but he's also very aware of what can be achieved in 14 weeks in terms of like, there's no point trying to fucking tell us too much because we had, 3 months to get ready for it. I think it was just a case of getting us fit and getting us used to getting punched. That's kind of it. And then like a few really small things here and there. But I think he was pretty aware that like there's no point trying to overcoach us because we're fucking. It's going to turn into a brawl anyway. There's no point trying to talk tactics and fucking everything like that. It's going to turn into a massive brawl once you get out there anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Kind of more getting you physically ready for it.
I think
eh?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had no faith that it was going to be like a boxing match. Like when we asked for parting words, he's like, "You're going to get hit, and it's going to be a brawl." Like he did not have any faith that we were going to like retain anything that we learned.
See, Butch wasn't like that. Our other coach, he was like, no, just stick to your jab, take a breath, go back to what you're doing. He was a little bit more, but I don't know. We'll
I
find
liked
out.
having them both. I liked having both angles for sure.
Yeah, no, it'll be.
100%.
It's gonna be fucking good, eh? It's gonna be fucking real good. I can't wait. What so when are you here till? When do you go home?
Monday, brother.
Nice.
So probably not sleep until Saturday till Monday.
I wish we stayed till Monday.
Yeah, in hindsight, the extra day, it would have been really nice to catch up with everyone on the Sunday. Well, I mean, if we get, I'm not ruling it out because if we win big on the tables, we had the conversation.
What's another fly?
We had the conversation on the way up here about moving work on Monday, and if we win on the tables, just booking another hotel room. So
It helps that both the men in charge get to.
both the blokes running the show. But I mean, so yeah, we'll see. But I'd love to. It'd be really cool to hang around on the Sunday and have a schooner with everyone.
I think I'll just be fucking. Is that them there?
No.
That's right. I'll be depending on if I have a bit of a kip after the after party or whatever. I'm just gonna wake up and just go to the surf club or something.
100%.
And just fucking
Just park up for the day.
recover, get back in the trench.
Active recovery,
Fucking,
mate.
if you want to come by, come by.
Yeah.
Fucking because I got my family's pretty spread out across the country.
Yeah.
And they're all here.
Awesome.
And I'm that's sick. So I kind of really want to I'll obviously catch up with, because I'm pretty good mates with some of the people on the card as well.
Yeah.
Catch up with them and then spend time with us all together too. So that'll be really good. So
Yeah, that's
just Sunday,
nice.
but I'll be fucking on one.
Sunday could nearly be better.
Yeah.
Saturday's gonna be amazing, but the Sunday debrief.
Yeah.
And now the more I talk about it, the more I want to fucking book another flight. Yeah, we'll see.
Does it cost you much to move them?
Oh, yeah, probably as much as it costs to fucking book them. I reckon they suck.
How fucked is that, man?
They're gay cunts. Fucking lemon. I hate Jetstar so much, man.
You've whinged about it a couple times on the show, which is so justified. I just booked the baggage, gave us 20 kilos each, me and the bride. And you can up the baggage before you go, and it's an extra $12, an extra $18, whatever. We didn't. We were fucking way over the limit. Mate, they stung us they were going to sting us $120. So it's $20 per kilo you are over. Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. So they gave us this trash bag. I'm there walking on with a fucking bag full of shoes and shit of carry on.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it did my head in.
One question I do have, you Gabe, obviously do your clips and stuff. You'd be pretty grateful that both of you have done in the blue corner so you can look back.
Extremely.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That was half the reason of doing it. It was such a great opportunity for content. But even the other few days, I've been going to watching the first day sparring. Yeah. And
that's what I was going to get to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch your first ones and you'd be holy fuck.
And even watching because picking the highlights, the moments people half want to see where you're actually landing a punch in that.
Correct.
But mate, those first fights, Blue and I, you go in there and you throw two punches and you're not even getting thrown at hard and you're shitting your pants, bro.
Man.
You're fucking you look like a little bitch because you are.
We are bitches.
Yeah, but you're moving away with your hands over your face, not properly. Your shoulders are up, you're stiff, you're so uncomfortable.
I'll never forget our first bloody sparring session on those beacher flats, mate, with the pink spray painted square.
just straight in, just punching the piss out of each other.
I just got fucking flogged.
Yeah.
And I'm this is what I'm in for. Thank God I started now.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
That's the worst. Yeah. That's by far been the worst. The worst was the start for conditioning and just the fear and panic when you start getting punched.
Oh, proper.
And then... But that was the cool thing through the whole process, and it would be cool to look back on it. But the more, just the gradual progression of okay, now I'm not as fucked. Now I'm used to getting hit, and you'd have a few weeks, and then you'd get touched up 1 week, and you'd go back, and just that kind of feeling that improvement week on week on week was fucking was
How
really cool.
hard is the fucking the 4 weeks out kind of thing? You're just over it, and
there was a few moments, especially after work and shit. I'd have a big day on the tools, and it would be funny. Posso, who's in our corner, but he's trained. He done the whole camp with us, which was fucking sick. Yeah, but we'd pull up pretty much.
The pork.
Yeah, he did. He dished a few out too.
Definitely.
But we'd pull up in the car park at the gym pretty much exact same time, and we'd kind of look at each other some days and be like, oh, we just got to get through today. You had those days where you just but that's part of it too. You got to do it when you're fucked.
That's right.
That's a big part. Anyone can do it when they're fresh.
Fine once you're in there too.
And the worst part's getting there. Once you get in there and start fucking tapping away, you're sweet.
I said it nearly every time when we're walking out. I'm I didn't want to come, and now I'm so glad I did.
Yeah, it's the same. The worst part's getting there, and then anyone can do it when they're feeling good. It's you got to do it. The days where you're a bit fucked and a bit tired. They're the ones that count. So it's fucking sick.
I wouldn't recommend it's personal experience, but What'd you say? 20 odd kilos you lost,
28.
mate. Like
That's like nearly fucking 30 kilos.
if you want to lose weight and like you don't want to like go to a gym, like lift weights or get on a treadmill, just fucking go to a boxing camp.
Yeah.
Because it's also engaging as fuck. Like you're being told what to do. You're not doing something that's super repetitive. Yeah, I got a little bit of a bug for it.
I'm glad that I've done it too because I'm the least aggressive person on earth. Like,
Now you feel like a protector.
yeah, now just like, at least I can, if something happens down the Glady Flats. Like,
Miss as a Glintner right now.
I could actually like just block myself and then just like
I could maybe
do something. I don't know.
We had that conversation with Posso like heaps of times because we were the same. Come from a footy background, played footy our whole life, but never aggressive, like fighty kind of guys.
Yeah.
And you can imagine like the feeling of being able to look after yourself. Not that we can now, but if you were a kid who got into it at say 12 or 15 through to our age or younger, 25, you got a decade of this kind of training under your belt, you'd feel comfortable everywhere, knowing that you can handle yourself like that.
That's right.
Like, you know, it's but we've never had that.
Well,
Like,
look at Garcia, bro. Like run that fight when he was just carrying on like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But just because he's been boxing for so long, like it would all come to you so naturally.
Yeah. That's what we've been saying too. Like, obviously at Alpha Blokes HQ, ever since the year started, like we've been busier than ever. And then you have to spar in the middle of that too. And then we talk about like, you kind of look at fighters and shit, but then you're like, oh, that's their job. Like, you know, that's why they're so unreal at it and whatever. So you got to be proud of yourself for.
You can't compare yourself to them.
Still putting in the work when you're like running all this shit and making things happen and all that sort of stuff. When you're not actually a fighter for your job, I guess.
100%.
If that makes sense.
Oh, speaking of Alpha Blokes HQ, is it getting your own like proper shed or something?
Yeah,
like proper warehouse?
They just got it, man. Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah,
I saw that photo the other day, man.
So the whole thing is like we had the studio space, obviously, and the warehouse separately, and now the Legends have just bought a place, like a big warehouse shed, and we're
Fuck yeah, bro.
in the Glady Flats and fucking
Bought
yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Bought
yeah,
it?
yeah,
That's
they did.
grouse.
Yeah,
That's
unreal.
fucking grouse.
So and then we'll have the like whole HQ in one place. We're going to move the ring there,
Yeah.
which would be great.
If you want to come on the pod, you have to fucking beat Tommy
have a
first.
few rounds, fucking oath.
That's going to be amazing once you get set up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
The piss-ups will be dangerous.
Oh my God.
Be good to just fucking make it a bit more homey too, because the studio space, like we outgrew it pretty quickly. Like it is a bit small, the couch setting and shit, and we're keen to like. They're keen to go back to the table and everything.
Sick.
And fucking, it'll be like, and make the studio proper like.
Oh, like
schmick and-
kind of how like Rogan does it. Is
Yeah,
that what you
yeah,
mean by
a little
table?
bit. Yeah, have the table set up and just like actually make a set and shit. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
the,
what I
the
mean.
couch has been rough, man. Like it's fucking. You get on there and you just slumped. Like feel a bit more.
Do you watch it on YouTube,
Yeah,
mate?
I
What
know.
Bluey's done to that pillow is
Yeah, I know.
despicable.
Fucking.
And there's proper days like we don't like. We always say if one of us are like fucked or busted or whatever.
Yeah.
There's days where you just like if you're on the table and shit, you feel a bit more, especially with a guest.
Lively up, yeah.
With a guest, I think it's a bit more engaging as well.
That's a good shout.
And then, but just to actually have like a few things as a set too, and like have it all wired neatly.
Is there a set plan?
Not yet, I don't think, because we're
You got
obviously
the neon sign.
yeah, and just we've got the tables and chairs and shit,
Okay.
and then we're just gonna soundproof the room that we've chosen and all that sort of shit, and then there's talks of obviously making it a nice comfy spot where there's a bar, there's the ring.
Nice.
I can only-
Warehouses
Will you
down
edit out
there.
of the joint?
Hey?
Will you edit out of it? Like, will
Yeah,
you work,
yeah, yeah.
you'll work there?
Yeah, 100%. It'll be great there too, man, because like you can go there, go to work, have a gym session, go home.
I can only
and then-
imagine what you're going to do there, man.
Oh yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great for all of us because as things continue and really want to get into like the sort of Patreon vlog stuff more and more.
Yeah.
Which you've
Have
been
every-
hammering.
Yeah, and then get in there and then like we could take. If the tinny could just stay there and then just take the tinny out and fucking
Go
go
from
vlog
there.
it for the day, fucking flick the lures that the boys made. It all works together.
That's
So
It's Chelsea
gonna
have a perfect
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
doing.
Yeah.
You're fucking doing it right, eh? It's so good. It's inspiring. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool for guys like us who are just sort of getting started.
That's
and
right.
and we're very fortunate. Gabe and I were just saying before
Yeah.
how lucky we are to be
a part of this.
a part of this, like to have crossed paths with you guys, and
Yeah.
and you've been like also giving with your time and advice and shit. It's fucking
But
cool,
I'm
man.
fucking pumped that I'm like mates with most of everyone on the card too.
It's cool,
Yeah,
eh?
it's sick because I've been fans of you boys and like people on the card as well. It's
I
like,
just
it all
texted
works.
Darcy then, and he said, "I said we got the pod started with Quinn now," and he said, "I can't wait to see Quinn."
Oh,
It was very cute.
He's
So
a
everyone,
gentleman.
all pals.
he's a very
mate.
good man. That
He's-
man.
he's
So
great.
is his opponent. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they were kind of the reason I got involved in the whole thing. Actually,
Beers boys.
yeah. I was fans of them, and then they got Tom and Cam on.
Oh wow.
And then started listening to Tom and Cam, and then they were like, "Oh, we needed Jamie," and then I emailed him, and here I am.
I can be that.
Yeah, it was like fucking crazy, eh?
That's great. It all happened pretty quick for you too, did it? Like you went from being a fan to the guy,
Yeah,
the
because
Jamie, so to speak.
everyone kind of knew about him because that's when their reels were
They
exploding.
went berserk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like because I knew them from their reels, obviously, didn't listen to the show, but then I started listening to the show.
Yeah.
and then they're like, "We need help,"
Nature clips.
and I was like, "I can do clip."
I can me make clip.
Emailed him, and yeah, Tom gave me a ring, and here we are.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
mind?
so
Do you want
sick.
to talk about what you did like before you were editing?
Yeah,
for Alpha
so
Boys?
when I emailed him, I was like in the final semester of my degree, which was business and marketing, and fucking
one of the great degrees.
Oh yeah, easy as fucking proper. But anyway,
Nearly as good as an arts degree.
yeah.
I have an arts degree, bro.
yeah.
It's a bit of waste of
I
fucking
dropped
time.
out of a bridging course. So we're all-
Nice, nice.
I am glad I did it though. But anyway, I was at Optus at the time.
oh yeah,
Fucking shit.
bit of commission.
Oh, like yeah, it was good. Like it paid the bills and shit. And before Optus, I was in hospo for like 6 years,
Facts.
pulling beers.
True.
So I could have like I got that sort of yarning ability, or
they
people,
do all merge together. Your like
people's-
skill set.
people's skills and all that sort of stuff from hospo, definitely. And then, but still kind of stuck to my nerdy ways, and then just got sick of that. Oh, actually, COVID, obviously,
Of course.
pub shut,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And then Optus was hiring still during COVID, and then just switched to that for 2 years.
Also, it was pub then Optus.
Pub then Optus,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And then worked with great people at Optus, but telco is one of the most stressful industries, bro. And just customer facing, just dealing with proper. And it's never like
no one's seeing you for a good reason, bro.
No.
No one's coming.
No,
No one's coming to
fucking
see you.
No one's happy.
To
Oh,
say
proper.
what a good job
and
you're doing.
I feel them, brother.
Yeah. Oh,
But like,
mate.
they're just
I
like,
know we're the shittest
I
option.
had a modem thrown at my head once, actually.
No.
Proper. Like they just come in and then like just say like, why didn't they rock up 4 days ago? And I'm like, it's not us, bro. It's NBN. I can try put you through. It'll probably take me 2 hours, but I'll try for you. And
Yeah.
I just like yeeted the modem. I was like, whoosh, and just fucking
See ya.
yeah, proper. But yeah,
Practicing sleeping before you even knew the boxing was
and
coming.
that was really rough because that was when I was like at my biggest too, during that final semester, and I was like stressed all the time from work, and then I'd come home and work on my thesis. 'Cause I had
Yeah.
to.
Oh my god.
And I was like, fuck. Yeah.
Life stinks.
Yeah. They were really good people that I worked with, but yeah, if you work at any telco industry, you got to have a good you got to be strong up here.
Yeah.
Proper.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah. And
Real
then,
tough.
yeah, sent the email because I've always had like a bit of a passion for doing that kind of thing.
Creative and
like
editing and
watching like
stuff.
content creators and stuff. And
feel
I
the
always,
same.
yeah, sweet. And then, yeah, Tom and Cam really obviously had that nail on the head with the relatability with the mining blue collar worker thing. And here we are.
Here we are. Fucking, you're right. It's all good. I was going to ask you, the thing that bothers me about telco companies.
Yeah.
And it's just, it would suck for you. You're a bit hot, mate.
Yeah,
Do you want water or something?
No, I'm right.
You have to, it's your job to upsell. Like, were
Yes.
you one of those, like, were you a sales rep
Proper,
on the floor?
yeah.
It's like,
proper.
I know you don't really want to be upselling me, probably, but you're there going, I want the most basic plan. You're like, well, you need this, you need this, you need this. And it's
100%, man.
like, just give me what I
Yeah,
need.
yeah, it makes it uncomfortable for the person and shit.
And even when I'm there, it's a little bit gross sometimes. I'm not saying you did it. Maybe you had to. But, like, they take advantage of the old people who are in there to upgrade their
Yeah,
plan.
I never really did that no matter what. Anyway.
I would
was-
hope, yeah.
I was like, fucking.
You know that type
if
of
there's an
bloke.
old codger who's 70, came in for NBN because he has to upgrade from his 200 gigabyte 4G wireless that he's had forever.
Yeah.
I would make it as smooth as possible for him. And he would be more likely, or he or she would be more likely to give me a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Well,
to,
and
to make it like comfortable for them and shit. I think that's where you got to focus on. Instead of like, if you fucking this poor old person's coming in for NBN, you're not going to sell them the S21 Plus and with a screen protector and shit. You know what I mean?
People would though, bro. They're
know.
sleazy salesmen.
I have no fucking like moral for that. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it makes me crook. All right, mate. Should we wrap this segment up?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. This is a bit spontaneous, but I appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming through, mate. I love
good
seeing
for
you,
you.
man. I'm
Yeah.
fucking so keen for tomorrow. Keen for the after party. Final words.
All the best.
Thank you.
Obviously, for tomorrow.
And for you,
Thank you very much. Proud of yous. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Beers soon. Can't fucking wait.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
All right, we're back. Quinn out. Bloody brilliant beers in.
Welcome.
Kia ora, Clutz and
ora.
Darcy. Gentlemen, welcome to the Glitter Strip.
Yeah,
Oh,
mate. This is actually reminiscent of Vegas.
Yeah, literally. Like I feel like I'm at home almost.
Well, it was the last time I saw you boys. Was it Allegiant?
Oh, yeah.
Briefly crossed paths at
Yeah.
Allegiant Stadium. And I'd been getting into my work, and obviously the Broncos were playing. You were in a Broncos jersey. You're from Brisbane. And I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, so you like watching? You barracking for anyone?" I was like,
Yeah.
Louis,
man.
what the fuck?
Flew halfway across the world, bought my jersey. Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah. Last
Yeah.
time, the other time I saw you was at the fucking Caxton Hotel. I was like,
Yeah.
obviously going for the Broncos, cunt. So that was good. Oh, just quickly on footy too. Bunny's
I was hoping we could do this later, man.
Huge Rabbits fan. Obviously, you're a Storm guy.
man.
How
Mate.
fucked was that last
I
night?
was dreading you coming in. I was almost like, nah, tell him I can't make
He's
it. Tell
actually
him.
pretty good, though,
I
mate.
don't like to beat people while they're down because like your team's already embarrassed you enough. So there's no point in me laying more
It's
shit
kind
on.
of shit though. The thing with him is he doesn't throw chat in the lead up because like he's a good bloke, but then he doesn't even throw it after the fact. He'll just give you a sly little like, oh.
Literally just did it.
Which like, makes me feel heaps
I know,
more
you-
embarrassed.
exactly.
Like, I feel so small that he's
Yeah.
like, it's all right, bud.
You'd
Yeah.
rather be like, your team fucking sucks so you can argue back. But yeah, he's a master manipulator.
Yeah, it's just like, what else do I have to say?
Yeah.
Like,
He's a sociopath.
it's already been
Yeah,
said.
literally, yeah.
Because let it be known, if South somehow won that game, you would have been getting peppered.
Yeah.
And rightly so, because what we've beat the Dogs and that's it.
Yeah. Early days.
Good 15 minutes from the boys bar. 15
Yeah.
minutes, we're like, oh, the Souths have actually like come back off the
Yeah,
bye.
exactly
Yeah.
right.
And then they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Gray
Exactly.
looks all right, but I don't mind our fullback. I
Look,
hope he sticks around.
Yeah. He'll probably go somewhere else.
Yeah, fuck, kicks to the curb.
Storm might sign him.
Literally, get an extension. He'll go to Melbourne.
Yeah, I'd be getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Good.
We've got
Yeah,
press
good,
conference, the
good.
Savo.
Yeah, good.
It's everyone's been asking like, oh, you're nervous and shit yet? I was like, I'll not be nervous until probably we hit the GC. And started getting the bugs and shit in my gut. I was like, oh fuck, like here we go. It'll be sweet. Like I know it'll be fine, but it's just like I suppose the sheer gravity of what we're doing in front of so many people.
The unknown.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was thinking about this in the car on the way down. I was like, what am I actually nervous about? Because we've had some tough rounds in training. Like we've both been bashed by respective people. Clutz has actually got a funny story about his. Like I genuinely don't think we'll have it'll be tough tomorrow night, but I don't think it's going to be any worse than what we've already done.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but then you got the crowds. Like you forget that we've done a lot of what's the worst can happen? I get knocked out in front of the people and everyone laughs at me. It's like I've done way dumber shit on the internet before for
at least
everyone
they're
to
having
see.
a go.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't like fully self-depreciating.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. We've done way worse shit for the
I
podcast.
slut dropped on national television live.
Yeah,
in Buzz's
exactly.
Smugglers,
There's going to be a cakewalk, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly right.
But the way I look at it as well is like, I have never once looked at someone going to a boxing ring or any sort of fighting arena and laughed.
Yeah.
It's like the fact of going in there is fucking ballsy as in my opinion. So, I think everyone's hopefully going to have a bit of respect for us out there. And if not, fuck them.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
But
But,
no, it's fucking. You're 100% right. I don't think it'll hit until maybe because we've got that fighters meeting the Savo.
Yeah.
And because I think we'll go to the stadium and see.
Yeah.
You'll be like, shit, this is going to be full tomorrow.
Yeah.
That might start getting a bit real then. But I think you're right at the moment. It's all just
Yeah.
in the
Even
ether.
like we went to watch one of our coaches fight last Saturday, and I don't know how many people would have been there, but like hundreds, not thousands.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this is pretty loud.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The number on a screen does not make sense until you
Yeah.
see that in person.
I know.
No,
yeah.
exactly.
But anyway, I'm excited. I think it's going to be an awesome experience. Like ridiculous that any of us even get the opportunity to do it. I think we're going to look back on and go, fuck, that was mad. So I'm excited for that part of it. And even just to see, like, I've heard that, like, we had Brecky with our accountant this morning who is working on the event, and he was like, "Yeah, there's some surprises in store for everyone.
Oh,
so
really?
it should be good, I think."
Stuff
yeah.
that we don't know about
Stuff
as well.
that we
Yeah,
don't
stuff
know
that we
about.
don't know
Yeah.
about.
Now I'm
Really?
nervous.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
wouldn't even say what it is.
Wow.
Like, I found out Danny Green's commentating.
I found out
Yeah.
that the other day. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Crazy.
This is like
Wild.
an icon. This is,
Yeah.
like you said, it's fully once in a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kind of stuff. So
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And like as Dar said, we've been doing a bit of hard training. The best thing is, I've been getting peppered in the comments a lot about not training.
I wanted to ask about this.
Our
yeah.
whole
So this will come out after
Yeah.
the fight. So
Yeah,
you
you
can
don't
give
give
up
disbelief
anything.
about that comment.
So
Mate.
our whole idea around it was, why should we be telling everyone what we're doing? Because
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's literally film me every session.
But you guys have done some great stuff with that. But I was like,
Literally the
if I'm going
opposite.
out there putting out exactly what I'm doing, I just know the sort of bloke Tommy Dahl is, and he's just going to take that as like a proper challenge.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay quiet, see
I
what
think
happens.
we even joked about like once we started training, we'd even be like on the podcast, fuck, we should probably start training soon.
Nice.
Stuff like that. Like,
Hey, yeah,
Nice.
you sold me a beauty. I
Yeah.
was like, the mail is that you're not training.
Yeah.
People, at least you having a
Yeah.
go, but yeah.
There was a video of me the other week that Isaac Harbin, he's one of the fucking best boxers in the country, and he is one of the trainers at our gym. So we've been doing a bit of work with him
handy.
amongst other guys, and he put a video up of me running shuttle runs after fucking.
I saw that just around the square.
Mate, so fucked. So like, they've been flogging us for fitness, but all these blokes are commenting. They're like, "Geez, he's got some size. It would have been good if he started training 3 months ago."
I've actually got a compilation of the comments here because we're using it for
That's
the
great.
content
Let's
later
go.
on.
Let's hear some.
I feel like Clutz, this is on the same thing he's talking about in the Alpha Blokes Facebook group. I feel like Clutz might have had a chance if he started training 3 months ago. All that
That's
running.
just disrespectful
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck, because you actually have.
All that running, is he practicing to run away? Should he be down the beach practicing with a yabby pump?
Great stuff.
I reckon
Yeah.
the Gold Coast water splashing my doot after I take a shit would hit harder than Clutter Bean.
Put that one on a shirt after the dub.
Oh wow, he's running a circle. My dog does that to have a shit. You've got to last the first 30 seconds. Blah blah blah.
These
like-
are all trendsetters, I'm assuming.
Yeah, fuck. She's a bit late to start training now. Clutter out. Like, so that was what, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months into us training.
Yeah, we started training like the start of December.
Fuck
so,
yeah, boys. That's
so-
great. I'm starting to think the Almost a Man boys may have foxed us a little bit in the same way.
Yeah.
Because I was under the impression they'd done fuck all.
Yeah.
But I reckon they've had a good crack
That's
too.
the thing.
so-
No one really knows. Like, even your videos, right? Like, you obviously been filming and posting them. But for all we know, that could be 1 session a week, and you guys are doing 6. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you're seeing like 8 punches within a whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so hard to tell. It's not like any of us have had a fight before that we can go back and watch and like.
We're going to find out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Find out
Exactly
tomorrow.
right.
So yeah, it's been fucking intense though. Like done some sparring sessions. As Das was saying before, the boys in our gym said to us, I was talking to Dave, like the manager, and he was like, the whole idea of the fight prep was to get you boys in there, spar against people that we know you could do well against, spar against people that are even, and then spar against people that would fuck you up so you know what it feels like.
That one's an eye opener.
And what to and what to
So
work
shit.
on. So I was like, yeah, I got proper pieced up by a bloke the other week. And then Das comes into me yesterday and he goes,
Clutzy texts me after. He's like, dude, this guy fucked me up. I was
like,
like,
and like this guy's trainer's the same bloke that trains Darcy. And I could hear Johnny in the corner the whole time going, all right, mate, just like ease up, work the body, work the body. This bloke just kept smacking my head. Couldn't close my jaw for like 2 days.
Fuck yeah.
But I was like, holy shit, like, I don't feel like that's normal to just fuck someone up like that in a sparring sesh.
No, it's
And
not. Yeah.
No. And so Das said to me yesterday, he's like, you know that fella? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, Dimitri came in and said to me, apparently the reason why he was so pissed off and fucking you up is his missus had caught him cheating and had just kicked him out of home. So he's
That
literally,
day?
or like the day
Yeah, the
before.
day before, yeah.
So he'd just been kicked out of home by his missus. So he just came in and took all of his fucking frustrations out of my head. Yeah. So, and like afterwards, he's like, "Oh, sorry about that." I was like, "Oh, good man. I need to learn eventually."
Yeah.
That's the game. That's the game.
Yeah.
It was fucked. So
That's great.
but then like other sparring sessions, like I got a bit of confidence out of. I forgot it was last week or the week before. This poor bloke Wade, absolute legend.
yeah, nicest bloke.
Bigger lad as well. Probably he's like similar height to Tommy, but fair bit heavier. And we were going at it for a while. And then my favourite punch I've been doing has been like a right cross to the body. And I got him,
Comes out afterwards.
got him,
That's what I
yeah, got him straight in the rib cage. And like he was like, oh,
Creased
fuck.
him.
It's nice
Creased
when you
him,
hear
yeah.
and feel it, eh?
Yeah. But then Dusk, I did a photo shoot with Herbie Farmworth the other week, and he comes in. Dusk comes in, and he's like,
Grandmas.
"Holy fuck, mate! I forgot what I was trying to tell you, but I remembered." I was like, "Oh yeah, what happened?" He's like, "Well, Johnny's texted me. You're meant to be sparring against Wade tomorrow, but he's out because Clutzy broke his ribs."
Oh, you kidding?
And I was like, "Fuck!" And I'm there like smiling heaps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's so bad." And Herbie's like,
bittersweet.
"Why the
Yeah.
fuck are you smiling?"
'Cause
It's like, well, like it sucks, but that's also great to know that I can actually hit.
Because I'm
Oh,
a
the
power,
ego stroke.
Because I'm
Yeah.
a power puncher now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fuck. I'm hoping. This is coming out afterward. Well, I don't want to fucking break Tommy's rib, but I hope I can just butter up his gut a bit and his body, and
Soften him up.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So, fuck, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And you're fighting
Jace
Jace
from the
from the
Reggie's.
Reggie's
Yeah,
podcast.
never met him.
Never met him.
No.
That's what I was saying. It's going to be funny, this press conference, because
Yeah.
we haven't met, aside from you guys,
Yeah.
Quinn and the boys, we don't know anyone.
Yeah.
So it's going to be kind of like, but you know them. I mean,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
content, but you
Yeah.
don't know anyone. So kind of a few awkward good days and
Yeah,
stuff, I think,
exactly.
especially the guys that you're fighting against.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, are we friendly?
That's
Like,
what I was going to say. It's going to be weird. Like, surely we're all friendly, right?
I
Like-
don't think anyone's like going to be a fuckwit.
I wouldn't have thought so.
no.
Yeah.
Except me. I'm going to go and be a real fucking asshole about it. Yeah. No, I would think everyone would be cool.
I don't know anyone, but you're all fucking
Yeah,
losers.
you should all get it. Fuck you all. Yeah, go full McGregor. Yeah. How? What you got? Tactics? What are you thinking?
No real tactics, man. Just like, I think he's like a fair bit bigger than me.
I just saw his tailor tape come up. Then he's got 90 kegs.
Oh,
on his
perfect.
blue bag
I'm
tailor
down to
tape.
like 75,
Good.
which is sick.
Good.
Brothers.
Nice.
15 kilos.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, but I basically knew that from the start that he was going to be quite heavier than me. So no one's given me any sort of chance, but I just sort of my whole plan from the start was just to make sure I prepare as well as I can. Like, just been ripping it in the gym since like December, apart from those 10 days in Vegas that we won't talk about. And like that's all I can control, right? If he's gonna be bigger and better than me on the day or whatever, but like I've given myself, I think, every shot to with the training. And like, I don't know, as we said, we don't really know who's foxing or not, but the Alpha Blokes boys have like built that ring and been sparring in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the case, like there's genuinely no way they've had any sort of training and preparation
They're
like
just-
we have.
They're all still drilling piss too.
I know,
Yeah.
mate.
They're also hammering piss.
There's a period there, like before we started hard sparring, I was in the gym like twice a day, every day.
Yeah.
And like we've sparred with countless people. We've been to sparring classes. As you said, sparred with people who are better than us. I genuinely think that our hardest rounds will have come before tomorrow.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
That's good.
Right, the
Yeah,
guy
I
that's
like
been
that sounded
Yeah,
nice.
the guy that's been training me, I remember being like, "Oh, when's your next fight?" And he's like, "Oh, I've just taken time off. Like, I got knocked out in my last." I was like, "Oh yeah, like, what happened?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I was on the undercard for Mark Hunt and Paul Gallen.
Yeah,
I got
sick.
knocked out by Tavita Pangai Jr."
Sick.
I was like, "Fuck,
Cool.
And mate, I
of a
was like, and I
flex.
said to Das, I was like, I want him to go in there and actually hit me as hard as he can, because if I can take that, I'll be sweet.
Yeah, that's what
And
you
like-
need, bro.
Yeah.
You need to
Mate.
be fucking
I
rattled.
genuinely reckon it's getting used to being punched.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's hard. That's
Yeah.
80% of
Yeah.
it already.
Yeah, not looking away has been so fucking actually just like looking and go, oh yeah, like I like this.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's
When they're
fucked.
teaching you to catch and counter crosses, and they're like, "Oh, just turn into the punch."
Yeah,
Like,
that's
oh,
what they're telling us to
sick.
slip and you got to lean forward. I'm like, but that's where his fucking hands are. I'm not going that way. It's so counterintuitive,
I know,
a lot of
yeah,
it. But
yeah.
I've just learnt high horns, and I love high horns.
high horns.
Yeah.
High horns.
Keep
We
them
didn't
up.
get high horns.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
great.
about high
Well, you got
horns.
to put your fucking hands up.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing.
It's like the same. Just put them up in front of yourself and just fucking hope for the best. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're big gloves, so
That was the
Can't
thing we
get
were
us
just
too
saying to
bad.
Quinn. I think our coach was like pretty aware of what can be achieved in 14 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just about getting half fit and getting used
Yeah.
to getting punched in the head.
Mate, the
I
fir-
don't think you too much techniques.
Yeah,
getting
the
fucking,
first session we did was like so our gym has sort of conditioning classes, morning and arvos, which like you just pay $25 a week to go to, like a normal gym. So for the first probably month or 6 weeks, that's what we
Yeah.
did. We just smashed them. And the first one we did was with Isaac Hardman. It was like a Tabata session, and started out on the bag, and then he had like a bit of a circuit. And the first exercise of the circuit was on assault bikes. And we get on, and he comes over at the start, and he's like, there's not enough time for you two cunts to be technically good boxers. So you got to make sure you're the fittest on the fucking card. And that starts right here. And I've gone, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Ripped in. It was like 20 seconds on, 10 off for 5 or 6 stations. Get to the last station, and I was
fucked.
Yeah.
Finished it, stood up, like sweat dripping off me.
Bro.
And he's like, all right, 10 seconds break, and then we're going back the other way. I was like, oh my
Jesus
God. Like, fully thought
Christ.
we're done. finished on the assault bike, got off, went outside and just projectile vomited.
Yeah,
Like,
nice.
horrendous.
Isaac's there. He's like, "Where's your mate gone?" I was like, "Mate, he's just yakking out the back." He's like, "Oh, I fucking love that."
That's awesome.
I was like, "Yeah." So
Yeah, very massive shock to the system. Like
Yeah.
the fitness is
It's scary.
Crazy
eh?
different, yeah.
And then couple that with getting punched in the
Yeah.
face.
My coach asked me yesterday, "Do you enjoy boxing?" I was like, "I fucking hate it."
You said that. We've had a few exchanges.
it's
Like,
the
I
worst.
cannot wait for this to be over.
I'll keep doing the classes and keep going to the gym. Like the gym's awesome and all the boys are sick, but
Yeah.
sparring can get in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I got off
over
the
it.
assault bike for the last time on Wednesday, and it was just like he had me doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off twice, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off 3 times. Same with 15 tens. Did that twice through. Thought I was done, and he's like, "All right, 2 minutes, man. Just go straight for as hard as you can."
Jesus Christ.
And I was there, and I'm swearing and blowing up. And then I get off, and he's like, "Good work, bro." I was like, "I'm never fucking jumping on that cunt again."
Fuck no.
I'm so
worst
done with
thing.
it.
It's the worst.
But
thing.
yeah, all in all though, loved it. Loved everything about
Great
it.
experience.
Yeah,
It's Once in a
exactly.
lifetime.
It is a good thing without being too cliche, getting out of your comfort zone and do it. Because I would
100%.
never played footy my whole life. Never
Yeah.
thought I'd have a fight.
Mate,
I'm
that's
not.
one of the coaches right at the start. He's like, and I was sort of offered at the time. I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't believe I said yes to this." Blah blah. And he said to me, he goes to me, he's like, "When's the last time you've been actually nervous about something?"
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, like it's
Yeah.
been a very very long time."
Yeah.
So I agree. Like I think I'm never fucking boxing again. And like,
To clear it up.
yeah, I've,
Won't happen.
literally, like I've lost sleep not only through like having a fucking frozen neck and a blocked nose,
nose.
yeah, but
Yeah.
also just from stressing out about it. So like the actual fight, like fucking could get in the bin. But I think being able to be a part of like what Tommy and Cam and their team, like because I know that there's plenty of other people working on it behind the scenes as well, have built like it's pretty epic. Like you look at all the boys in the gym and you're like, our first fight, we're fighting at the convention center, packed out house, like.
It's what like some people's dreams are made
Literally,
of, and
yeah.
we get to walk it straight into
Yeah,
it.
exactly
Without
right.
any
Like,
amateur
it's
fights.
just, I'm so
It's kinda
grateful.
fucked up,
Yeah,
but it's awesome.
Yeah, so grateful to like have the opportunity to be a part of the event. We just wish we didn't have to get punched.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of getting punched, you just reminded me.
Oh,
I've got a
cock
groin
guard.
guard for
Thank
you. Now,
you, mate.
There's a funny story behind this. So I had to go and get one for myself
Look at this
because
fucking thing.
I fucking don't know how I've ended up with this. This is
Great
like
mix.
I've ended up with this is not required. I've ended up with like this 5XL cup, and I only sparred with it for the first time the other day. And it kept slipping off because it's like falling down and under my gooch essentially.
Yeah.
Catching all the sweat.
I was
Yeah,
like, it's
fuck,
just
that'd
become
stink.
yeah. So if you want that, no. But then I was like, so I had to go get another one. So that one's not required. And then they literally only had an adult and a youth.
I'll give you the
So
youth
whatever
then,
you
mate.
want. No, you
Yeah.
can have the adult one if you want.
Thank you,
You can have. And
cheers.
I'll have the youth one. For
That's
my
so good.
child's penis.
I don't know why. See, this is what I mean. Talking about it's ridiculous that we get to do it. We were literally in the gym yesterday, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, so make sure you bring your wraps, your gloves, your headgear, your mouth guard, a towel, and a groin guard." And I was like, "Oh, surely they're providing groin guard." And they just looked at me like, "Why the fuck would they provide that?" And as I said it, I was like, "Yeah, why would they provide that? Like, that's
Yeah.
fucking so dumb."
Yeah.
I haven't even sparred in one yet though. So
Well, that's what I only did it for the first time.
Yeah.
I didn't even spar in it.
Yeah.
I punched the bag with it and realised it wasn't going
I
to
might
fit.
have
I
to shadow box tonight.
I would.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause it's
They're not
weird.
bad. They're
Yeah.
not bad, those ones.
Yeah.
Get a bit of scrapping tape or something and just tape her
Yeah.
onto your
Yeah.
gauge.
Yeah.
This thing did.
Ripping the cut
Rip
off.
it
If you know
off.
anyone that wants an XL, I don't know
Well,
how
you know
I-
what? This is how.
End
I
up
could
with
turn
that.
into Bane with that
No,
tonight.
dude, that's what I think. That's where my mind went. It's like get rid of that before kick-ons because people will be drinking out of that if it's fucking
I might
still there.
sign
I
it
reckon.
and give it to someone.
In the crowd. Do a fucking boxy.
Hit a couple of shoeies out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Crotchies.
God.
Crotchies.
Nice little groiny.
Get everyone to
Did you,
try
pass,
it on.
did you pass your serology exam?
That's still waiting for those results. Don't they do that for you? Yeah. It's
fuck.
going to be, that's another, like, I mean, we were saying this whole experience, like the fight's going to be epic. Today's going to be a lot of fun. Even just, we've been here for 2 days already, like just
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
The after party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like, Quinn said there's 2,000 people going.
Yeah.
Fucked.
What the fuck? I thought
Yeah.
it was like a couple of hundred.
Yeah, no,
What
it's
the
gonna be
fuck?
fucking mental.
That's so many people.
That's a lot of, and like,
basically the same
the
audience.
trendsetters are
You couldn't
mad,
fit that many
bro.
people in
Dude,
here,
yeah.
bro.
The amount of people.
Close. You'd be fucking shot to the roof.
Literally.
Yeah. No, the amount of people I like texting people today, like I've seen so many trendsetter hats already down on the Gold Coast. So yeah.
20 metres, bro. You walk
Yeah.
20 metres, you'll see
They're
one.
everywhere,
Someone
man.
actually just texted me a photo of someone wearing a Clutzy's rig shirt. So
Let's
we
go.
got one out there.
Fuck
We got
yeah.
one out there.
As long as we got one supporter, I'm fucking
Let's
happy.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good fun.
After party's going to be horny. And then when do you guys head back?
Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
We're flying
I
from
think.
Brisbane actually tomorrow too. So, yeah.
See how like
Well,
depressed everyone was saying
yeah.
that
Yeah,
Sunday.
There's already
Yeah.
talk about I'm here with my corner guy, one of our corner guys, the guy I have the scaffolding business with.
Yeah.
And we've already literally talked about moving work.
Yeah.
If things go well and we win on the tables, there's already talk of staying on Sunday.
We were recording an ad for our podcast last week, and I think it was for Bloke or whatever, and we were like, oh, that's right. So we were like, we've been deprived of blokes for however long for the fight. We can't wait to have one after the fight. And then I can't wait to have some Saturday. And I was like, fuck, I might even have one Sunday. And then Quinn's like, should we go on a bender?
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
I nearly
Start twisting the arm.
We were saying to Quinn before, the Sunday could almost be better.
Yeah.
Like you'll have everything
like a
to
wedding
reflect.
recovery.
Yeah, exactly. You'll go for like an active recovery, sort of long lunch, and then just be straight back into it.
Fucking
And recap on everything
Finns are
that
playing
happened
at
on Saturday.
Suncorp as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to roll into that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. They're playing the Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go.
Maybe we should go.
It's all making sense.
Mate, well, we're flying.
Stars
I'll
are
just get another
aligning.
flight. Let's see.
Watch the nice get
Let's see how I go
Yeah.
on the tables. If I do
Yeah.
my ass at the casino after the fights, but if we win,
Keep me away from the tables.
yeah, no, it's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it.
What else been happening?
How'd you go yesterday? Hosted two up at the
Two up at the
Caxton.
Caco. Mate, I was genuinely so nervous about that. I was telling my missus as well. I was like, I'm going to fuck it up. I'm so nervous about fucking it up.
Never done it before.
Never done it before.
Yeah.
But, mate, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it so much. We just sort of
We also got like
flowed with it.
We got like a 10-minute briefing the day before. Like, this guy's going to come in and teach you the rules. And there's this old bloke. And he was like, yep, so basically this is what you do. See you later. And he's like, just give the... who are we donating to? Legacy.
Yeah.
He's like, give the legacy bucket to the chick with the biggest tits to walk around with. Okay, mate. Sounds
That's
good.
expert advice.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
man with
Yeah.
experience.
So
sound
Darcy
advice.
had it all day.
Yeah. I actually did. Yeah.
But,
we didn't get any donations. Yeah.
But
No,
no,
it
it
was
was
good fun.
great. There was just, I think like the crowd was pretty good, particularly at the start. Like everyone was quite respectful. There was these fellas from a few from the Goldie and Byron, and they were fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There's one guy, I believe his name's Isaac, but his mates just kept calling him Peter.
Peter Griffin.
And we were like, yeah, why Peter? They're
sorry.
like, he looks like Peter Griffin. So
Yes.
by the end of it, he was leaning into it, and he'd just get everyone to shush, and then Peter,
Nice.
and everyone's just chanting Peter. You got Alfie Langer in the background over in the TAB,
Yeah.
just absolutely loving
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah.
It was just fuck. It was awesome.
The
That's
only,
great.
the only thing that would have made it better would have been like 15 schooners.
Yeah,
That would have been so hard
Yeah.
to not.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh,
yeah,
mate.
we want to try and do it like. If we're doing it next year, do it like bigger in the car park.
Yeah.
And I want to be paraplegic come 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So funny. We're sitting in the car.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Sitting in exactly. Sitting in the car on the way down. I was the Clutzy drove. I'm sitting there. I'm looking out the window. I'm like, fuck, I recognise that bloke. I'm like, where do I know him from? And it was Peter Griffin's best mate that was like playing two up with us all day yesterday. I went in the window and he went his day. He's like, tail him up, bro. Tail him up.
And he looked so
Yeah, he looked
hungover.
fucking
Bastard.
very dishevelled,
Yeah, it was so good.
That
But-
was good waking up fresh this morning. But
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the few positives of
Yeah.
staying off.
Yeah.
Is you're fucking
Yeah.
fresh. For
Did you
your
just get to
fight.
have a play?
Nah.
No, we didn't. I don't know if you can bet when you're playing.
Yeah, I'm not.
but-
I wasn't sure if it was kosher, but I was happy just to,
Having fun,
yeah, just
yeah.
trying to coordinate side bets. Be like, this person wants this and this, and yeah,
It's a
it was
fair
just
job.
good.
Lot of
Mate,
responsibility.
I think with one person it would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, it would have been terrible.
Yeah,
I would
because
have
Clutzy
hated
sort
it.
of had the mic, Gin, everyone up, and I was like fucking sorting the middle out and all that sort of shit.
Sterling from the Caco came over at one point and was like,
This is fucked.
he's like, mate, there's just some ladies over there who've complained that you're yelling too much. And I looked at Sterling, I legit was like, are you like looked at him and was just like, okay, and he's like, yeah, just try not to yell into the mic. I was like, oh, he's trying to be serious. I was like, fuck that. So I just kept going.
Yeah, Dan's like
And
that.
Bitch, like,
Yeah, he came back over like probably half an hour later. He's like, oh, fuck him. He's like, you're meant to be getting everyone into it. Like, that's what you're meant to
good,
do.
yeah.
And they're sitting directly underneath speakers.
You don't go to Caxton on Anzac Day for a quiet fucking
You
schooner.
don't go anywhere on Anzac Day for a quiet
Yeah.
schooner.
No disrespect to Sterling, but he's a fucking idiot for even
Yeah.
bringing that to you in the first
I
place.
was
That's
like,
insane.
Trying
Fuck
to do
me,
his
mate.
job.
Yeah.
Didn't
But-
think about it.
Yeah, no, he was very around just yelling after
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
have to be.
It was so good, getting everyone into it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So
No, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get invited back next year.
yeah, see what
That's
happens.
sort of like our first ever hosting duty
yeah,
of anything like that.
yeah. It's it was a bit daunting. Like I don't know
The
'cause-
hardest part was at the start because I had
Yeah.
the footy on, the Wars game.
Yeah.
On the big screen with the audio like
You're
loud.
trying to get everyone's
and
attention
then
back from
Stella
that.
just muted it and handed Clutzy the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fucked.
literally. And everyone's just sitting there like, what the fuck's
Because
going
the
on?
thing I hate about it is like, when I ever see hosting roles, I assume people want to be like comedic type people. I don't see myself as like, thank you. I don't see myself as like, because whenever I see hosting, I'm like, oh, stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as that. I'm not good at cracking jokes like that. Like, I just don't have any of that sort of shit.
Bringing the energy.
So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, what do I do? And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to yell.
Yell.
Yeah,
And there was one stage where there was a few shirts off as well.
Yeah, when Peter Griffin finally won
Yeah.
3 heads in a row,
Yeah.
he's just
let's
looked
go.
at me and I'm yelling. He's jumped into my arms and his mate has just ripped his shirt off and started flinging it around.
Yeah.
So it was the exact energy that we needed.
Yeah.
That's doing your job.
Yeah,
that's,
exactly.
that's what you're there for
Yeah.
as a host.
And then like towards the end, I was like, no, this is Darcy and I's inner circle. I need to really just
Yeah.
stamp authority on that. There's people trying to walk through and stuff. And I was like, if anyone walks through this fucking circle, you need to go around it. If you come into this circle again, I will see it as a run it straight challenge and I
Yeah.
will fuck you up.
I was going to say, you've been
So it was great.
threats of physical violence for sure, especially you've been boxing training.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
been like
exactly.
you're getting punched.
Yeah, I don't
So
know if
no
you
one
know
took
this.
you up then.
Yeah,
No. Except for this old bloke.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Oh, yeah, that was
Alfie?
it was
fucking
good.
annoying. Nah.
Oh, no, if Alfie did, I'd probably get peas.
Yeah. Chopped in half.
Alfie
for
would-
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'd
grass
fuck
cut out
anyone
for sure.
up, yeah.
For sure.
But otherwise, yeah, we've just been doing this boxing. Boxing's
mate.
taken up our life recently.
Yeah.
But
Consumes you.
it's going to be so good because come Monday, our attention turns to Magic Round.
Let's go.
Magic
Which is
Round.
probably equally amounts of stressful, but way more fun stressful.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to get hit.
I
right?
genuinely think
Yeah.
surviving Magic Round is a tougher carry than 3 2-minute rounds.
Shit, yeah.
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 So
It's a lot of intensity.
I did the maths last year from 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Friday arvo through till it was like 7 p.m. Sunday. I spent 48 or 49 hours just in the Caxton.
That's sick.
we didn't even go to a game. We didn't even get
Didn't
tickets.
go to a
We haven't got.
single
Oh no, we do
game.
have tickets this year to Friday.
That's
yeah,
so
fuck,
sick.
we got to go. My dad went around. I had to. I just forgot to do like all the stuff we had to sign for the boxing.
Yep.
Like contract and everything. So
Yep.
I went and got him to witness it yesterday. And
That's what you've been late. Holy shit.
So I sent that late last night.
Yeah.
I was like,
Cass would have been stoked, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
yeah. Just as I was on the phone
The
to her as
promoters.
well.
Yeah. Did you send it to Cass or Anne?
Anne and
Yeah.
Cass and
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just sent it to Anne. Hopefully
Someone-
she got
yeah,
it.
someone got it.
Yeah,
right.
I've
Yeah.
got them with me as well, so I don't know.
Nice,
but
bro.
I got in there and Dad was like, I'm not even buying tickets to the game this year. He's like, I'm just going to float around the Caxton. I was like, righto, good on you.
What
a
about
terrible
last
option.
year? After I think it must have been the Sunday. We had to get in there early on Saturday to do something. I can't remember what we're doing, but we got there.
What an office, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
sick,
man.
so good.
So
So,
sick.
we went up to drop our bags off, and we're both so busted. I was like, oh fuck, the Caxton just opens. Like must have been 10 or 10:30 or something like that. And I'm looking out the window upstairs, and this bloke just walks into the car park. I was like, holy fuck, is this Clutzy's dad?
Awesome.
The only person who beat us there was Clutzy's dad.
Awesome.
He'd been with us at like 2
Yeah.
a.m. the night before upstairs.
Are you boys coming up this year?
Well, I'm in
Would
an
love
hour.
to. Would
I've
love
had
to.
a fucking crazy because I had Vegas. I was
Yeah.
just in Perth for a wedding, and then I've had this in the space of like 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but it falls on my birthday. The Sunday is my 32nd birthday.
Oh,
so I
Oh,
was
you got
like,
to come up.
Yeah.
well,
it's
that's what I was thinking.
that's a huge milestone.
I
You
know,
guys
bro,
celebrate.
you only turned 32 once.
Exactly.
So, and I was like, fuck, man, I've only heard incredible things about
Yeah.
Magic Round.
Yeah.
So I'm going, maybe.
Find some sponsors.
Surely.
Get it
dude.
sponsored as a content
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
It's just getting the bride across the line because I
Yeah.
fucking have seen her like twice this year.
Yeah. Just bring it.
That is the rough part
I've been
of
a
it.
terrible partner.
Every year, this year's the first year. It's not. It's like 2 weeks later this year. It's my missus' birthday in Magic Round every year.
Every year.
Last year on Friday, I rocked up to the Caxton, did a shoot for Domino's, and then took her out to dinner. And then woke up
Domino's.
Saturday. Yeah, woke up Saturday morning. I was like, I'll see you on Monday, and that was it.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a horror story? Something to do with your missus
Oh,
on
that
Magic
was the year
Round?
before. Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
that
that
was
was
fucked.
We fucking. I can't remember what night of Magic Round it was, but
We got
like,
all
fucked on the
together.
Friday
yeah, we
night.
got it was massive. Like
Yeah.
we ended up drinking with the Hello Sport boys at this. We went to the YKTR guys had an after party in a nightclub. It was like proper nightclub, like
Nice.
Yeah.
Dinge.
So we got there and we're in there like, oh, this is not like we were there for a bit, but then after a while, like, oh, let's go somewhere where we can talk to each other. And Tom and Eddie were like just down the road. So we went there and we were betting on like the English greyhounds at whatever time,
Beautiful.
drinking
Last couple of
margaritas.
races at Shartin.
That's where it's getting
It was
good.
fucking good fun. And then woke up on the next morning and was like, fuck, we're doing a podcast with Tom and Eddie.
Nice.
Like, oh, and get there and I was like proper busted.
Yeah.
Like real bad, and I'm sitting there just going through waves and like just no color, like
Sweats.
yeah. And halfway through, I'm sitting there in silence. I was like, I just got up. I was like, I'm done. You guys continue. And I just went and laid on the couch in the cax, and they were just laughing at me. I was like, I'm actually fucked. And then Kempy, Tom and Eddie had their meet and greet, like literally. Imagine like a media wall, like thin, separating this room. They were on the other side, and I'm just like passed
Laying
out.
behind
You know
it.
that like in our little bit there, we've got that bit separating
Yeah.
us. There was
On
a
the other
couch
side,
maybe
yeah.
like, I don't know, 2 meters from that. Das was passed out asleep. Oh, I thought he was just closing his eyes, but he was
No, I was
proper asleep.
unconscious.
Could have been dead.
Yeah.
And that whole, how they did it, like, it's sort of hard to explain, but upstairs, the Caxton's like 2 rooms.
Yeah.
So on the left, the boys were set up in there and they had the doors closed. We'd just finished the podcast with Tom and Eddie. And I was like, I'm just going to go to the toilet. I go out and there's that much condensation from everyone in the other room because it was packed to the rafters.
Fuck.
You couldn't see. There's people wiping away shit. I was like,
Stinky, sweaty, muggy.
yeah. And
Ugh.
apparently there was a line down to like basically Suncorp of people waiting to get into that
Fucking
area as
hell.
well.
And I'm just punching out
And
Z's.
he was asleep in it. It was so loud.
And then I was supposed to go, I think I had a work function on at the races that day. So the plan was like go to the Caco, do the podcast, then go to the races, and then come back to the Caxton after the
chance.
races. And I woke up and I had like all these missed calls from my Mrs. Dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what the fuck? That's so weird. And Clutzy comes over. He's like, oh, dude, I just spoke to Rach. She's had a car crash this morning, like my partner. And I was like, oh, fuck.
That's just the cherry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was like, holy shit, literally just so hungover, I slept through a car crash. And I rang her, she's like, yeah, I'm all good, just like a bit shaken up. So I went home after that, but I felt so bad. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck. But actually, it was actually good because it got me out of being at the Caxton all day. I was
And
like,
out of the
got
race
me
as
home.
well,
It's
yeah.
it's probably the best thing that could have happened
Yeah.
to
You
you.
miss being in a car crash.
missed
Yeah. Best case
She's like,
scenario.
oh, you can go to Caxton. I was like, no, it's totally fine.
I'm here for you,
yeah,
babe.
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
I just went straight back to sleep.
yeah literally. Yeah.
He was that crook that Tom and Eddie referred to him as the White Walker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
He was just
I haven't been
that
like that in a
pale.
long time.
Yeah.
Proper alcohol poisoning.
Legit.
Yeah.
Like, Matty the Waterboy got me some wedges, and I think I had one. I was like, no, get them away.
It's scary
from me.
when it gets
Yeah.
like that. You can't eat
And-
water. You're just spewing water
Dude, and
back
people
up.
always go, oh, you're a fucking pussy. It's like,
Sorry, I get, yeah.
I was vomiting at like 8 p.m. the following day. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what more you want from me.
a true
But
poisoning.
yeah, Magic Round's sick.
yeah. Jesse, if you're listening, I'm gonna go.
So you
Yeah.
haven't been to a Magic Round, Blue?
Nah, I've only heard good things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You boys, you've done Magic Round a few years and Vegas.
Yeah.
If one had to go, like, if,
Fuck Vegas
Yeah,
off. Keep
see,
Magic
bro.
around.
Yeah, how
that's
did you
that much
enjoy
better.
the
I
rest
liked
of the trip?
Vegas. Looking back at it as well, it's fucking awesome. Very, very grateful we got to go. I've been describing it to people recently as like, imagine you get thrown into a vortex
yeah.
and then you just get spun around. You eventually get spat out and you go, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like you
I'm on a
just,
flight home.
everything's
Yeah.
just been meshed together. Like you're just constantly on the piss. Everything's around you. I got pretty crook over there as well. Like it was, I don't smoke or anything, so all the smoke inside the casinos was just proper fucking me
Oh,
up.
can you just
and-
smoke?
Yeah.
Mate, you can
Everywhere.
smoke wherever
Everywhere.
you want.
It's the greatest.
yeah.
I fucking love it. You just be standing there playing blackjack. You're like, I can light a cigarette. You
Yeah.
just smoke
And then
darts
they'll also just be like, do you want a drink? And they'll
Yeah.
give you whatever you want.
and I'm
for
like, I
free.
love it, stubby.
Yeah.
If,
And
as
you-
long as you're gambling,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
just
Tip
don't
them
give
like
a fuck.
$1.
Like
Yeah.
there
That's
was
the
one
classic,
night we were going to meet up with Tom and Eddie at one of these casinos, and it was cheaper for
Yeah.
there's about 8 of us. Cheaper for us to get a limo than what it was to get 2 cabs.
Yeah.
which is fucking
And
awesome.
Which is
also,
crazy.
like, think about RSA laws and shit here. We just
Yeah.
ordered margaritas at this place, and then I was like, oh, we're leaving. So we walk out of the casino. I've got like a cocktail glass in my hand, just
Yeah.
walking just on the street.
Straight into the limo.
Oh, no one stopped you on
No
the
one
way
stopped.
out.
They open the door for you, bro. And then the limo pulls up, and he opens the door for me. I get in, finished it, got out, and I just gave the driver my glass and carried on with my
It's
night.
absolute, mate. If you like pigging out, if you
Yeah.
like, that's why I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would nearly say keep Vegas over Magic Round, but that's
But you
like,
haven't been.
See, we
I
have,
haven't
the,
been.
we have the bias as well of being able to go back to our own beds and not have to travel and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
that-
that's
we went to San Fran after Vegas and had one night there, and I don't think I've ever had as much post piss anxiety in my life. Just laying in bed wide awake, sweating, going, "Fuck, I have to fly for like fucking 12 hours or whatever it is."
yeah, that last day is
Yeah.
Oh, it was
catastrophic,
the
man.
worst.
That was so I think I was talking to you. It was the
Yeah.
I'd been. I was at the fucking death's door. Like it was like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You were flying out the next in like 7 hours, and you were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I might go hit the tables. You were like,
Yeah.
there must have been dollar blackjack or something.
Yeah,
where you were.
Yeah, we had dollar blackjack. It
And I was
so
the
good.
same. I was like, I was like, so thank fuck I didn't, because
Yeah.
that flight home was
Horrendous.
diabolical.
The-
And we had to go LA and then Sydney. It was
so we did.
fucked.
Saturday was the footy. Then we were gonna fly out Sunday morning. The flight back to San Fran was every morning at 7 a.m.
That's good.
But we were like, fuck that. We don't want to do it after the footy. So we spent Sunday night in Vegas as well. I got out of bed at 6 p.m. Wandered around.
6 p.m.?
Yeah, wandered around for like 3 hours. Then went back to bed for a few.
Nice.
And then we went to San Fran. We had one night there. And that last night in San Fran, like literally similar vibe set up to this. I was on the fold out bed. Clutz is in there. I had this dream where I'm laying in bed in this hotel room on the 6th floor. And there's a dog has gotten into our room. And you know when you're like half asleep, I was like, oh, there's no way a dog's in the room. Like it wouldn't have gotten in the. I'm trying to convince myself like that it's a dream. It wouldn't have gotten the lift. Wouldn't have got down. Like yeah. And then next thing the dog's like on the bed, and I'm like, oh, it's just a fucking dream. Don't worry about it. Then the dog licks me on the arm, and I fucking felt it. So I'm like, I've jumped out of bed, just dripping with sweat. Look at the microwave. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, get me fucking out of this country. Like
the black dog.
literally
Black dog, bro.
fucked up. Like oh,
It was so
just so fucked.
I know what you mean, but you can't stop thinking about
I
it
know.
in your dream. You're like, it's
I know.
not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah. And then our fucking flight got cancelled. We flew to.
Oh, no.
We flew through Auckland, so we did San Fran to Auckland, and then our flight from Auckland to Brisbane got cancelled. They put us on a flight the next day, 24 hours later.
Jesus Christ.
And then we went to when we got there, we went to the counter. And I was like, is there any way we can get on another flight? And we ended up flying to the Gold Coast and catching the train from the Gold Coast.
Jesus
to
fucking Christ.
They were like, yeah, you can. There's a plane leaving in
Oh.
like an hour and a half or 2 hours, but we can just put you straight on that. That'll be fine. Or if you want, there's a flight at 4 p.m. this afternoon. And Das is like, oh, and I was like, mate, I'm fucking going to the Gold Coast. And he's
Yeah.
like, just give us a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not waiting around 10 hours in fucking Auckland when it's pissing down rain. I'm already
Get
sorry
me
for
fucking
myself.
home.
Yeah.
Literally.
Get me the fuck home.
Clutzy had a
So-
Mormon on his flight next to him that kept falling asleep.
Oh
him,
yeah,
so-
on the
On
way
you?
over. Bro, he's fully dressed in a suit before we get on the flight. Das is like, look at this bloke, he's in a full suit. Like, what the fuck's going on here? I was like, yeah, it's funny. Get in, keep getting closer and closer to the seat. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be sitting next to this dude.
It's scary when you start
Yeah.
approaching your
Anxiety.
seat. Yeah.
And he's just, and
I
he
know
was-
I'm sitting next to this dude though.
Yeah.
Before I even get on.
but like,
It's locked in.
Das had no idea either. And I was like, yeah, man, this guy had no reservations about it either. He's just like fully come up and he's just gone like, come over and gone like,
Head on the shoulder.
head on the shoulder and just cuddled up
You're
to
kidding.
me. And I was just like,
Dude, better,
what to do?
what about the guy on the way back? We had
Just
this
in
like
sheer shock.
we had this like
So
50-year-old
fucked.
skinny
Oh.
ass dude. I was in the middle and he was on the window. And he said to me before he took off, he's like, mate, I've got a really small bladder, so like if you're sleeping and I need to go to the toilet, do you want me just to climb over you? And I was like, please do not fucking do that. Like, don't come anywhere near
That's
me.
a
you
great
freak.
admission straight up. Like
Yeah,
a tiny
yeah.
bladder.
It's surprising
Yeah.
how much
He was
confidence
weird.
some people
I know.
just have, bro.
I
Like
know.
Yeah.
to just lay up on your shoulder
Yeah.
is crazy.
You do look comfy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, you look like there's a lot of pillows.
Yeah,
snuggled in.
bro, you look cozy.
But yeah, it was. I just remember I woke up at one point. I slept for maybe an hour on the way over, and then we both woke up at the same time. He's grabbed me. He's like, "Brother, we got 4 hours left together." I was like, "Yeah,
Don't
man,
fucking touch me.
Yeah, literally.
Get off me."
But
Like,
yeah,
nah, it was all right.
don't discredit Magic Round 2 experience. man.
No, but I just like how much I love Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
It's so
so
good. But yeah,
big.
Magic Round, again, my 32nd birthday. Be
Yeah.
very,
Surely you can
be
swing
very
some sort of
special.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anyone listening, fucking
Yeah.
get right around it. Yeah.
Someone
PK
who has odds on the
mortgages.
fights, maybe. Or
PK
something like
mortgages.
that.
Yeah, I mean, if we get our win bonus,
Yeah.
Fucking
get that
oath.
win bonus
Technically
tomorrow.
a sponsored trip, man.
Yeah, sponsored by Alpha Events.
Yeah, exactly right.
Could be great.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking
oath.
oath.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a very very fun couple of days.
Are you boys
Yeah.
feeling confident? Feeling good?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I think like you and I, like we just have to like be confident with your form in that, but our fitness.
Yeah.
If like someone's so much bigger than you,
Yeah.
you just have to back yourself. That
Yeah.
you're gonna be
Because you
able to-
know as well, like I've sparred a lot with our coach, who's like this 20-year-old weapon, and he just doesn't stop. And in the third and fourth round, when you're sparring with him, I did rounds with him the other day, fourth round. I was like, mate, I wasn't even trying to punch you. I was just trying to run a
Live,
race. Like,
yeah.
you can barely fucking hold your hands up when you gas. So
It's
you're
crazy.
right. Like, I think, yeah, fitness is going to play a big part in it as well.
The good thing for you boys, you would have sparred punched above your weight literally the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you've only sparred blokes bigger than
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like I'm not worried, but like I've sparred you. I've only sparred smaller guys. There's
Yeah.
one guy that's kind of my size, and I think these guys are going to be bigger.
Yeah.
So I haven't really fought anyone big. So
Yeah.
but. Like fucking saying that same thing, and like you were saying too, like we couldn't have really done much more.
Exactly.
Like, we've done 3 sessions a week for 4 months.
Yeah.
like unless we started before Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know how much more you're gonna get than that anyway. So I can't wait. I wish we were fighting today. I wish,
Yeah.
Shit, I just
we
want
were
to
doing
be
it today.
over. Like, I'm excited, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, man,
I'm the
like,
same.
just
I want a fucking schooner.
get it out of
Yeah.
my system and then just rip.
I think because we were coming down today as well, I had this thing in my head that it was today. And
Yeah.
like yesterday, I was like, one more sleep. I was like, oh, fuck, we got 2 more. Like, the
Yeah.
flight's not till Saturday.
It's
But
gonna be a terrible sleep tonight. I can tell.
Yeah, I've been up a bit, but I've been falling back asleep. But I thought, I don't know. I was thinking maybe an Arvo nap tomorrow as well. I don't know if that'll happen, but if I was to have a bad sleep and then get up early tomorrow, and then maybe like a nap, maybe pre-fight, I don't know. But then do you snooze too long and then you're groggy? Like it's
yeah.
that
I reckon
fine
you won't be
line.
groggy when you walk out. The adrenaline and stuff will
It'd
be that.
just be fucking
Yeah.
electrified. It's good. I'm stoked we're fighting early. Well, you're fucking.
Yeah, I'm not stoked.
Are you last?
Nah, I'm 7th, I believe. It goes Lukey, me.
Yeah.
And then I think there's the ant weight, then Groper.
Hilarious, no.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Ant weight, then Groper versus Jarchi,
Yeah.
and then the main event.
Yeah. It's
So-
gonna be it's gonna be fucking cool. Like your
Yeah.
second,
Yeah.
Quino's like first came off the rank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
you
just
Quinn
feeling,
must
I'd be
fucking
so
blind,
happy.
bro.
Yeah.
he's
mate.
just feeling the pressure because he's everyone's first leg in their multi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like, he's like just the
Yeah.
extra weight of that.
Yeah.
And then I think it's you and then the 7-man blindfold, then us.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
get to enjoy
Yeah.
the day.
How they've
which
got
I'm-
away with this blindfold thing, I have no fucking idea.
Who sanctioned
It'll be
that?
awesome to watch, but
I've said this 100 times on our show, but the first thing the coaches said to us when we started training and sparring was like, don't turn your head because the punches that you don't see are the ones that hurt the most. And these blokes are going to see 0 of them coming.
Someone's
They're literally
getting hurt.
blindfolded.
That was even with the tag team. I don't see how ours is
Mate.
going to work because I'm not turning around to tag anyone.
so these boys speculated on their
Yeah.
show recently. What have you heard? Listen to this.
Essentially, what we've heard and how Marty and
It's
Michael have
fucked.
been training in the gym is you'll go in there and it's meant to be you got to be in there for at least 45 seconds to a minute. And then I think if you want to tag out, you just go tag.
You yell it.
You yell tag,
And the ref
they
stops
stop and you swap in.
That sucks, eh?
That's stupid, bro.
They better not do that, bro.
I hope not, because
our plan
otherwise-
is round on, round off. That's
Yeah.
all we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I mean,
Bro, you're getting belted and you just yell tag.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not fair.
Yeah,
nah.
exactly.
You
yeah.
start like teeing off on someone and just yell tag.
Well, that's the thing. You land a combo and you got them on the back foot. Surely they can't just fucking yell
tag,
and get out of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. I'll be,
Mate,
I think
no
I'd
one's
be
trying to
if that
fight.
comes up
Yeah.
in the fighters meeting today, I might have something to say
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, because I thought it'd be funny.
Unless I'm getting beat, then I'll be yelling tag.
Das was saying, he's like, imagine this, like you're getting belted, you put your hand out, you tag like WWE, you just duck down, and your bloke coming in just goes
Over the
bang.
top.
See you
That's
later.
what I would do. I'd be
Yeah.
hitting the cunt if they could reach it for a tag.
Yeah.
That's what was our whole thing was like. I don't want to be tagging in, turning my head
Mid-round.
to tag.
Yeah.
Like, and also we've trained like you can get through a round. You've only
Yeah.
got to get through the round, then you're gonna
Yeah.
have a round off. So I
Yeah.
was like,
We've
I don't
trained
know.
for 4 rounds, bro. And we're doing
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that's a great way of looking at it.
yeah.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, fuck.
It's going to be so funny listening to this after it.
Yeah.
Fights.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I thought it'd be
funny.
like predictions.
My
and
game plan, I'm going to
fucking-
hit this combo. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm probably just going to swing.
Yeah.
That's the other thing they said to us at the start. They said everyone's going to get in there, be in their first fight, and think they're fucking slick and throwing combos, blah, blah. He's like, it's going to be whoever spends the most time in the hurt locker in the lead up that wins the fight.
Really, yeah,
Yeah.
because it just turns into a brawl.
Yeah.
That was what our coach said. Well,
Yeah.
2 coaches were like, one of them was a bit more constructive. He's like, just keep jabbing, and the
Yeah,
other coach was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just going to turn into a brawl.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
brawl. So we'll see. I can't wait. I'm fucking
Yeah,
super
fucking
excited.
oath, man.
Yeah.
I've got the odds up on Bluebet here. Bluebet, if you're listening, sponsor the show. Das, you're the biggest outsider on the card.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wait,
What's he
there's a
paying?
video coming out today, time of recording this afternoon, conveniently an hour before the presser.
Beautiful.
That might impact the odds a bit, I
Beautiful.
reckon.
Yeah.
Bit of training
Beautiful.
footage coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see.
Finally.
Yeah.
And Clutzy, you ended up fucking
What am
blowing
I
out,
at
didn't
now?
ya? 280.
Yes, that's
I
great
I think
value.
the trendsetters have fucking
Oh,
smashed
yeah, 100%.
Tommy because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking
475,
4s. He's nearly
mate.
5s.
Yeah.
Which like, I always thought was ridiculous. It should have been way closer. But Tommy said to me, I've been chatting to him a fair bit in the last few weeks, and he's like, I have no idea where anyone's got this idea that I can fight. He's like, I've never thrown a punch. And I was like, I've never thrown a punch either. I think it's just I'm fucking big, so
Size.
everyone's expecting me
Yeah.
to gas.
It's but then the other thing, like we were talking about it, the size thing. It's either you'll gas or you'll fucking knock him out because
Yeah.
you're fucking 40 kilos
And
heavier
the
than
thing
him.
is, like, for the training, like, Jerry,
Dude, if I fought someone that was the same weight difference as Clutzy and Tommy are, I'd be fighting a 25 kilo child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you would be confident in knocking out a
100%.
I could knock a kid out.
That way.
I could do it. I could get it done.
but with all the training and stuff, like my fella Jerry, he's a bigger lad as well, so he knows sort of what you need to get through it as a bigger bloke, which has really been good for me. So all the fitness I've been doing has been centered around that, and I think I've been doing like if we spar. It's like 3 3-minute rounds or 4 2-minute rounds or 4 3-minute rounds. So when we're going out there, it's 3 2-minute rounds. He's like, just fucking focus on your breathing, get yourself set. And he's like, then just do your thing.
Yeah.
Stoked
Like
it's 2 minutes too.
yeah.
Threes suck.
Threes was scary.
Yeah,
at the start.
threes
We were doing
suck.
threes yesterday. It was terrifying, man.
Yeah.
It was like fucking
That extra minute's
terrifying.
so
I
fucked.
sparred with
World's
someone.
longest minute.
I sparred with someone a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, "Okay, we'll do 4 threes." Like, yeah, sweet. Second round, I landed a shot, and the guy like couldn't continue. I was like, "Fuck, yeah, I don't have to do the rest." And the coach just headgear straight on in there.
Finish it off, cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been humbling.
So,
It's been
yeah.
a very humbling
So-
experience to say the least.
Yeah.
I'm I don't think I think towards the end I'll fucking gas. I'm pretty keen just to like third round we're
So
still
young,
going. I'm just gonna swing.
Ooh.
Is because like imagine like 30 seconds to go or 10 seconds to go.
30
like,
seconds is long,
I
bro.
was literally
Yeah.
I was literally on the on that assault bike the other day. Like I get proper pissed off when I'm really fucked and sort of get like that little second wind of energy.
Rage.
And Hardman's there on the side. And he's like, you fucking love it. Whenever you're gassed, you just start swearing and getting fucking pissed off. And you go, fucking shut up, cunt. And I'm like, yeah.
That's actually mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
I don't know. Like, I usually try to be like, because I used to be quite fucking angry when I was younger. And still can be, but I try to be a lot happier now.
Yeah.
And just like,
I can
Like,
go.
bro.
Let's go, Bobby Boucher. Let's get you
and
fucking
it's
wound
just
up,
like,
bro.
There's certain times where I'm like, okay, like you have a look at the gravity of the situation, and it's like, I can take the piss out of this, and it's gonna be whatever it is. But like, if I fucking care about something, I don't want to look like a dickhead. It's like there's something that just flicks. It's like a switch that just gets flicked, and I'm like, all right, like I'm ready to fucking kill
Say
someone.
that one at the presser, mate.
Yeah,
Tell them
so-
I
that.
think this is the time and the place for that, mate. It's fucking,
Yeah.
if you're ever going to fire
Exactly.
up.
The
yeah.
last time it happened was the 2022 6th grade grand final where I got man of the match. So
That's ominous.
yeah, so it doesn't happen often.
That's
It's like-
incredibly ominous. That's very
She's in
scary.
there.
Yeah,
Very, very
so,
scary.
yeah.
Well, I fucking can't wait, boys.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Thank you very much for swinging by and doing this.
No,
Thanks for
thanks
having
for
us.
boys.
Fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Good to catch
Yeah.
up with you
Yeah.
again. And I can't wait to get on the piss with everyone. It's going to be
yes.
so good.
Oh yes.
That first beer, fuck. I hope we can access alcohol from wherever.
Surely
Yeah.
they're going to have Eskies full. These guys
You'd
are these
think
guys
so.
are pigs. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
going to be
First-
They also have a
yeah, first
major
point.
beer sponsor.
yeah. Like if there's not going to be piss everywhere.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
going to say, if anyone's there listening, but obviously this is afterwards, I fucking can't wait to do like a shoey or something.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
get us in there.
Oh,
like,
fucking got that
Yeah,
crotchy
yeah.
right
yeah,
there, bro.
I'll do your crutchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a pretty crazy move, like winning
Yeah.
the fight,
Whip it
ripping your
out.
cup out.
Yeah.
Someone stone cold.
You guys
Steve
should do
Austin.
it like to each other, like
Each
swap.
other's
Yeah. That'd be epic.
Yeah.
I'm cutting that out of the pod. That's
Someone throws a can like stone cold. Steve
Yeah,
Austin,
yeah.
crack it,
Just
drink it
get
out
up
of
on
your
the
cup.
corner post with your cup in your hand.
That would be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome, guys. Can't
great to
wait.
meet you boys finally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
good
oath.
to see you
Missed
too,
the last
finally.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Missed those
season,
birthday.
my
so-
season magic round.
Oh,
Yeah,
you will.
fucking oath,
We're
yeah.
manifesting it.
Manifest.
I'll be there.
Theme
I
of
might not see you, I'll be
2024.
fucking cross-eyed the whole time.
Yeah,
That's it. The theme of
Pale little
2024,
corpse
babe.
on the
Literally,
couch.
Yeah.
Fucking oath, right? Thank you, fellas.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
See.
You're my boy, Blue!